Hello, my name's Stephen, and this is Faith Ministries. If you're a parent, or maybe a grandparent, or even a great-grandparent, or you just happen to look after children at times, this is the 5 of the most popular children's Bibles that are out there at the moment. Gathering together information from different sources, not in any particular order, but this is 5 of the most popular children's Bibles that we can have a look at today. Number 1 is the Beginner's Bible, which, as they call it, is a timeless children's stories told to young kids so that they can understand it better. It's bright, it's vibrant, and it's been a favorite of young children and parents for over 30 years. And in fact, they've actually redesigned it, I believe, with new art for a new generation of readers. It contains easy-to-read text that has been both parent-tested and children-approved, which is the most important thing. It has full, bright illustration colors, as you can see on these photos. It has 90 memorable Bible stories. And it's built tough. You know how kids handle things, but it's built tough to take the toughest treatment you can give to it by a child. There have been roughly 28 million products sold in the Beginner's Bible brand, including this Bible. And each chapter, as you're reading it and looking at it, it actually states which chapter from the Bible and specific verses it applies to. So as an adult, you can actually look up your own Bible and you can see what it is referring to and then make it as more of a comprehensive Bible study for the young child as you're going through it with. So that is the Beginner's Bible by Zondervan. Number 2, the Action Bible, which is all about God's redemptive story. Now, if you had a look at this Action Bible, which is a very popular one, it looks like a big book full of comics, which I tend to like. It looks really good. It's almost good enough for adults to read. But the Action Bible, it represents or presents 230 fast-paced narratives, stories from the Bible in chronological order. It's taken through from the beginning of Genesis right through into the New Testament, coming to a climax with the birth and the death and the resurrection of Jesus and God's redemptive story. As I say in the write-up, every page sparks excitement to explore God's word and to know him personally. Readers, both young and old, I believe, will witness God's active presence in the world, which is what they seem to be after. They seem to be trying to say, hey, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, God is present with us and he is active in what we are doing. There are updates to this Action Bible. I believe it's been out for so long, they've actually revived it and put in some new updates. There are 25 new stories. There are 23 expanded stories highlighting additional experiences of people in the Bible, and also 128 new pages of illustrations with rich artistic experiences for the kids to explore and expand and to experience themselves. As you look at the book, as you can see on these pictures, it's a powerful imagery, clear storytelling, and it captures, I believe, not only the children's imaginations, but also the imaginations of the adults who are going through the books with them. So that is number 2, the Action Bible, God's redemptive story. Now, if we have a look at number 3, it's called the Jesus Storybook Bible. And if you look at the cover, it's not as bright and vibrant as the other one before it, but it's got that simple artistic work, and it's put out by Zonder Kids. It's beautifully written by the New York Times bestseller author, Sally Lloyd-Jones, and illustrated by the award-winning artist, Iago. This little book, it contains 21 stories from the Old Testament and also 23 stories from the New Testament. And like so many other books, it visually brings the scriptures to life to the children, sharing how Jesus is at the center of our story and of history throughout the whole of creation. It presents in a simple way the best loved stories of the Bible in an easy to understand format. Perfect, they say, to be a kid's Bible, and in age perhaps even up to 6th grade. As well, it might have it in your Sunday school class. Makes a great gift also, as many of these other books do. Other titles that they have in the Jesus Storybook Bible range are the Jesus Storybook Bible, a Christmas collection, the Jesus Storybook Bible, a coloring book, and also a Bible book for adults as well. So that is number 3, the Jesus Storybook Bible. Number 4 is the complete illustrated children's Bible put out by Harvest House. As you can see in this image here, it is also a Bible which is full of imagery, which appeals to young kids. It is big and it's bright and it's vibrant. Nearly 300 pages of illustrations, of 2-page illustrations. And they capture not only the young child's imagination, but also the parents as they read along with them. A vast collection of Bible stories, much the loved ones like Noah and the Ark and Samson, etc., and Genesis and the story of creation, etc., and right through into the New Testament. It's a perfect picture and storybook for young ones and an ideal first reader for your children or great-grandchildren or grandchildren, etc., that as they start out getting to know the Bible and the Bible stories. In fact, there are chapters that relate to almost every chapter in the Bible. And there I say that there are contents, a table of contents, which tell you which chapters these books actually come from in your grown-up adult Bible. As I said, and you can see from those pictures, it's filled with elaborate illustrations. And in fact, in the beginning, it comes out with a map which shows the kids where the different parts, where Jerusalem is, where Bethlehem is, and where all these other places were that the stories take place in the Bible happened. And they can follow along and they can see what happens as they travel through the history, looking at the stories of the Bible. So that's number 4, the complete illustrated children's Bible. Now, number 5, put out by Zondervan again. It's the NIV, which we're all familiar with, Adventure Bible. And this one is a hardcover one. And they say the kids will love the exciting features of this Bible. Now, we actually have an example of what this Bible looks like, if you'd like to have a look at this. So this is the front page of the NIV Adventurer's Bible. And as you can see, it's got contents. It has with the Old New Testament, all the different pages where they can go to. As you can see, it's a large book. It goes up to 1,457 pages. And as an example of what they've got in there, it comes through a welcome to the great adventure of reading and exploring, discovering the Bible for yourself. And it has all the different descriptions about the Bible times, what to look at in the Bible itself, subject interest, maps, etc., who wrote the books, what do we learn about God in this book, what are the key people in the book, etc., etc. So this is Genesis chapter 1. And as you can read along, it's written in a very simple to read NIV. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, the earth was formless and empty, darkness was over the surface of the deep. And so what they have here is little highlighters for the kids. Did you know what does create means? The word create means to make something new. And God did just that when he created the universe. Genesis tells us that God created everything. Read this chapter and you will find many things that God created. And then it goes on. Words to treasure. In the beginning, God created heavens and the earth. That's one you need to memorize. Comes down here and it talks about you are special. Reading Genesis 1:26-27, God made you in his own image. You're not like other creatures that God made. Humans are the only creatures that God created in his own image and likeness. And therefore it talks about his love. God loves you so very much that you are his child, that he sent his only son, etc. So that is what this NIV Adventure Bible is all about. It's got the actual Bible, so it's geared more for an older child to be able to read it, but also then points that you can have a look at through it and make them think about things and discuss things with the adult who's reading it through, maybe with them at the time. One thing I didn't mention about that particular Bible, the NIV Bible, is that it actually has a dictionary and concordance for looking up tricky words, and also, I think I mentioned that it also has coloured maps. So that is number 5, the NIV Adventure Bible, put out by Zondervan. So that's 5 of the most popular children's Bibles that are out there at the moment. Do you have any of them? Do you use them for your children, your grandchildren, or Sunday school, or whatever the case may be? Let me know in the comments below. But in case you are looking for a Bible for a child, up to, say, 6th grade. And these Bibles are worth having a look at your local Christian bookshop. I got them out. I had a look at them briefly while I was at the Christian bookshop. And they're also vibrant and they're also beautiful to look at and handle. And I'm sure children must love them so much as they read them and as they receive them as gifts from their parents or grandparents. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share so more people may see it. Until next time, God bless.